The Nightingale and the Glowworm is composed by William Cowper, an English poet who enjoyed tremendous success and popularity during his lifetime, a happy change from the cruel bullying he endured as a child. He originally studied law but discovered his gift for writing early on and published numerous volumes of poems and hymns. Cooper loved to write the joys and sorrows of everyday life of the countryside. The Nightingale and the Glowworm is essentially a fable. Now, what is a fable? A fable is a short story typically with animals as characters conveying a moral. So, the poem The Nightingale and the Glowworm has a moral indeed. Just like in fables, we have animals behaving like humans and delivering a strong message. Similarly, in this poem, we have a nightingale and a glowworm encountering each other with human attributes. Let's go on with the poem. A nightingale that all day long had cheered the village with his song, nor yet at eve his note suspended, nor yet when eventide was ended, began to feel, as well he might, the keen demands of appetite. These lines talking about a nightingale. We all know that a nightingale is a singing bird and basically sings at night. Now this nightingale had been singing all day long and it was cheering the villagers with its beautiful musical tone. And its singing did not suspend even in the evening. And when evening ended into night, it continued to sing on and on. But this continuous singing had a toll over him. He began to feel the pangs of hunger and he could not resist the demands of his appetite. The rhyme scheme of this poem is AA, BB, CC. Now you can go on like that. You can see every two lines together are rhyming. The poetic device used by the poet here is personification. The nightingale and the glowworm were given human attributes. They are conversing and discussing here in the poem like human beings. When looking around, he spied far off upon the ground as something shining in the dark, and knew the glowworm by his spark. So, stooping down from hawthorn top, he thought to put him in his crop. Hawthorn is a kind of shrub bushy tree that carries small tiny red apples. It has got many names like thorn apple and others. It was from this hawthorn tree that the nightingale looked around and searched for something to eat. And something caught his eye, something shining, and it was nothing but a glowworm. And he decided to put him in his crop or to gobble him up and eat him. Now, what is crop? The worm, aware of his intent, harangued him thus right eloquent. Did you admire my lamp, quoth he, as much as I to spoil your song? For 'twas the self same power divine taught you to sing and me to shine, as much as I your minstrelsy. You would avow to do me wrong. These lines talk about how the glowworm manages to save its life by giving a very motivating speech to the nightingale. He talks about that both the nightingale and himself are creations of the divine power, and according to the wishes of the divine power, they should live in harmony and respect each other's state of being. So it is better that the nightingale does not eat the glowworm and save its life and respect, as it has respected its beautiful singing and did not spoil it. So it was quite a cunning play by the glowworm. That you with music, I with light, might beautify and cheer the night. The songster heard his short oration. Oration here means speech, and warbling out his approbation. And warbling here means the different tunes and sounds of the song of the song of a bird. And out his approbation means his praises. Approbation means praises here. Released him as my story tells, and found a supper somewhere else. So the nightingale released a glowworm after listening to his speech, and he also gave his comment on that. The entire poem revolves around the central idea of universal brotherhood. No doubt, it talks about how cunningly the glowworm convinces the nightingale and saves his life. It's another part. But William Cowper wants to convey that every human being, if follow this path of universal brotherhood, the world would really be a better place and can be shared harmoniously by all living creatures, and respecting each other's dignity and giving space to one another. So he talks about unity and brotherhood where the world is missing out now.